Hey, what's going on everybody? Welcome back to the channel all about real estate. My name is Lewis, and in today's video, we are going to take a look at Rocklin, California. We're going to look at some of the stats and facts pertaining to their market. We're going to compare it to where we were a year ago. Let's get right into it. All right, so up on the screen, I have the data from Trend Graphics. This is specifically for Rocklin, California, and it is pertaining to single family homes only. The first chart is the number of homes for sale, sold, and pended, meaning under contract. Somebody has agreed to purchase them. And for January of 2022, we had the light green bar indicating 34 units listed for sale. The dark green bar indicates the number of units sold, which was 60. And then the red line here is the number of homes put under contract, which was 67 units. Now, if we're comparing last month to January of 2021, which was 1 year ago, the number of homes for sale is up 6.3%, so slightly more inventory that is coming online. The number of homes sold, so actual units closed or sales activity, is up 22.4%. And then the number of homes put under contract is actually down about 10.7%. So on the plus side, we are seeing a little bit more inventory come online, although it is a relatively small amount when you're looking at the big picture here in Rocklin. Looks like the number of sales activity is up quite a bit, but the number of homes put under contract is going down. So I don't know if this has something to do with the rising interest rates or affordability, but the number of homes put under contract is down year over year, and that is not necessarily the greatest sign moving into the spring season. Okay, next chart up on the screen. This is the average price per square foot, one of my favorite metrics to measure value. And if we are looking at where we are as of last month, we're at about $320 a square foot on average for a single family home in Rocklin, California. If we go back a year ago, we were at $266 a square foot. So year over year, we're up about 20%. Now, one thing that I think is interesting or fascinating on this chart here is that if you go back just a few months to November, the average price per square foot was actually $332 a square foot. So we sort of peaked out at $332, and then we have come down a little bit slightly. So again, maybe this has something to do with the rising interest rates. It is making homes a little bit less affordable, and it's actually putting some downward pressure on pricing. Next chart that I like to look at is the average days on market, and then of course we compared the sales price versus the list price. So last month, average days on market was 15, so approximately 2 weeks. If we go back a year ago, the average days on market was actually 28. So we are down days on market year over year about 46.4%. That's actually a pretty big change. So homes are selling quite a bit faster than they were a year ago. And if you look up at this green line here, this is stating that the average sales price is 101% of the original list price. So on average, the homes in Rocklin, California are selling for about 1% over the list price at the present moment. All right, next chart. This is the average price listed for sale and then the average sold price. So the green line is the indication of the average listing price, which in Rocklin is $773,000. The red line is the average sold price. So Rocklin, California, for single family homes on average, they are closing at $742,000. Now, if you compare that to a year ago, the average sold price was $629,000, and that is actually up approximately 18% year over year. And then the last chart that I want to show you here today is the month's worth of inventory. We are currently sitting at just over a half a month's worth of inventory. And basically what that means is that if nothing else were to hit the market, it would take approximately 2 weeks to sell every home in Rocklin, California. Now, you can see that the inventory in December was actually half of where it is today. And so we are starting to see the inventory tick up a tad, but this is really an aggressive seller's market when you have less than 1 month's worth of inventory. And even if you go back a year here to January of 2021, we had 0.7 months, so it was slightly higher, which actually means that we have about 15.3% less inventory now than we did a year ago. But even if you just drew a line straight across here, you could see that Rocklin on average has actually had less than about a half a month worth of inventory over the course of the last 12 months. So very low levels of inventory, very aggressive seller's market. That's putting upward pressure on the prices. which is a cross current for us. And then now that we're starting to see interest rates rise, we're starting to see a little bit more inventory come online, we have seen prices soften just a little bit. All right, so that is gonna wrap it up for today's video. I tried to keep this market review under 5 minutes. What did you think of the format? What do you think of the Rocklin, California area? Leave your comments below. Would love to hear from you. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. Have a wonderful day. Take care.